Get up. Get up, Rob. This match isn't over. You can still win. Yes, get up. You can do it. Get out there and fight. Eliminate the self-doubt. This round is yours for the taking. Now get out there and do it. Hey everyone, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and that's right, it's time for the final battle between myself and Grunt Diggers out in Rhode Island. Now, if you guys watched the series a couple of years ago, we got smoked, and so far in the first two rounds, we're continuing to get smoked. 64 to 39.5 box one battle, 71 to 13.5 box two battle. We're down by 41 points per box. Likely not going to take the series, but we have to get around. Hopefully, my box three is better than his box three, although I hope both boxes are really good. That being said, we're going to kick it off with my box first this time because I want to change the luck. We've been doing his box first both times, and it hasn't panned out well for me. You guys know the drill. I've already checked. They're both circulated penny boxes, so we're going to get right into the hunt. We're going to kick it off with this first roll in my box, and let's see if we can take a round. We're on roll number 4, and I've got my first wheat cent found. I almost didn't see it because of the damage, but it is definitely a wheat cent. Hopefully it's older. And it's not. It's a 1956 Denver. But we're on the board, and we're coming for you, Grunt Diggers. We're on roll number 7. I've got kind of an oddity here. I was grabbing this really nice 1975, and I think I have a strike-through error. I'm pretty sure that that's been struck through something. It is a fantastic looking coin. No damage anywhere, but we've got something there on the outburst, and it is an impression. It is below the topmost portion of the surface. So I've scoped it, I've looped it. Can't make out what it is, but it bleeds into his chin and his lip area, and I think it might be just a little piece of plastic or a little piece of paper. Not quite sure, but I'm going to count that as an error because that is definitely not damaged the way that it is. And we're going to go with it. That's got to be a mint error in my opinion. We'll put it up here next to the other nice cent we found and get back to the hunt. Well, we could have a good box because roll number 8 is going to produce another strike through, but this is not a mint error. This is post mint. We've got another Lincoln Kennedy penny, and I've covered these in previous videos. I'll put a link to a video that I recently found one up in the top right corner, but that's a cool find. It is a miscellaneous. We'll have to see how many points I can get for that properly, and we'll decide that before you open up his box, obviously. Another nice find. Now let's get some wheats. Roll number 10, and we're going to have a couple of finds. We're going to have a wheat cent right here. 1945 Denver. And a Canadian cent of our own. This one's going to be a 1976. Roll 21, and I'm not going to show all the Canadians in his box because they're pretty common, but in mine they're not. 1986, second Canadian of the hunt. Roll 25. Wheat cent number 3. It's just another 1956, but Philadelphia this time. And we need lots more of them. Roll 33, and we finally have our 4th wheat cent of the hunt. And this one looks pretty new. 1953 Denver. In good shape. Roll 35. Our first wheat cent from the 30s. I think it was a 39. And it is. 39 Philadelphia. Oldest of the hunt. Roll 38, wheat cent number 6. This one is another 53 Denver. Roll 42, wheat cent number 7. This one is, it could be older. And it is 1918, I believe. Got under the scope, and it is confirmed that's going to be a 1918. We'll take a teen's wheat cent for points all day long. Roll 45, wheat cent number 8. It's just going to be a 52 Denver, but it's a beauty. Roll number 46, and take a look at this reverse. This one has been around the block and might have been hold at some point. Gotta be old. And it is a crazy looking 1919 Philadelphia. Let's just take a look at it under the scope. Definitely a 1919. And definitely has seen some damage. Just wanted to see if there's any doubling on it. And I don't see it. Either way, a second teens wheat cent in not too many rolls. Well, no last roll luck for me in my box, but I'll take it. We got 9 wheat cents. We got 5 in the 50s, 1 in the 40s, 1 in the 30s, 2 in the teens, which I'll take all day, 2 Canadian cents, a whole bunch of beauties, and I was trying to make a case not to save them all, but I can't make a case to pull out any of them. They are just absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to add them to my collection. On top of that, we did find a Lincoln Kennedy penny and a strike through mint air. I don't know if that's going to be enough points to take the battle because I'm sure he's going to have a lot more Canadians and even more wheat cents in his box, but it was one of my better boxes for the series, and I'm not too mad at it. I will plug these in the stat sheet, and I'll show the stat sheet at the end of the hunt. In the meantime, let me clear away the mat and get a live opening on his box next. All right, let's go ahead and crack into Grunt Digger's box. And honestly, I'm glad I had a good box, but I hope this is an epic box because nothing like an epic hunt, even at my expense. If I can open it. Man. All right, maybe I have it open. All right, here we go. Good news is I don't see a bunch of Canadian enders and wheat cent enders. Bad news is I don't see a bunch of wheat cent enders. Let me push it back. We'll kick it off with roll 1 and see how Grunt Digger's box does. Well, roll 1 of the Grunt Digger's box, and that didn't take long. We've got our first wheat cent. It looks pretty nice. 1958 Philadelphia. While I have you here, I want to remind everyone that if you want to check out Grunt Digger's Facebook page, I have a link to that down below. His Facebook page is comprised of veterans, both currently serving and that have served. So if you are a veteran and want to check out his veterans Facebook page, again, I'll have that link down below. Now let's get back to the hunt and see how bad this beatdown is. Roll number 6, wheat cent number 2, 1945 Philly. Roll number 8, wheat cent number 3, 1956 Philadelphia. Roll number 9, and already wheat cent number 4, and it's a pretty nice 1944. 1944 Denver. Let's see if it has that D over S. I don't see the D over S. I do see a little bit of damage around the D, but that's not the D over S. But I want to take an extra second to look here. Yeah, just a nice 1944. Maybe good for an album. Roll 11, wheat cent number 5, 1953 Philadelphia. Roll number 30. I thought Grunt Digger was going to leave the door wide open for me. It's been a while since we found a wheat cent. We found other things, but we finally got his 6th wheat cent, and it's just a 1956 Philadelphia. Roll number 34, wheat cent number 7. This one is a 1947 Denver. Roll 36, wheat cent number 8. He's making a comeback. 1948 Philly. Roll 46, and Grunt Diggers will tie my wheat cents. He just got his 9th as well, and it looks pretty nice. And it's a really nice 1953. Well, that's going to do it for the Grunt Diggers box, and a few surprises. 1, we only had 3 Canadian cents in the box. 2, we only had 9 wheat cents, which ties my box. And 3, we didn't find any smaller or lesser varieties like white AMs and things like that, but still a fun hunt. I think, though, even despite getting 6 59s and a 69S, which I had none of in my box. We might take it because we've got that strike through. Of course, he had 3 nice ones as well, and no wheat cents below 1944, although that 44, other than the environmental stuff on it, is a stunner. We might have taken this round, but there's no way we made up enough points for the series. Let me plug in the stats, clear this away, and bring you back for a wrap-up. Before I do the wrap-up, I need to make an apology. I went to dump the discards into the box, and there was a roll laying down sideways. It must have fell. In that roll, we had that much copper, that much zinc cents, but we did also have a 59 and a 45 wheat cent. So I need to add a wheat cent and a 59 to the scoreboard. Just wanted to show that. I'll update that now and bring it back in. Well, it's official. While we may not have won the war, we did win that battle. We scored 63.5 points to his 27.8 points. Obviously the worst box for Rhode Island for the hunt. That being said, even if I didn't count the mint air, which was worth 25 points, we still would have had 38.5, which would have bested him regardless. So we did get one win, and similar to last series, we only took one of the 3, so we lost the whole thing. But it was a lot of fun. I do want to say thanks to Grunt Diggers for not only allowing me to hunt 3 boxes from Rhode Island, which I love doing, but also for his service to our country. I also want to make another reminder that if you haven't checked out his Facebook page for veterans, I have that link down below. At the end of the day, it was a lot of fun, and even though we didn't win, nothing like hunting 6 boxes of pennies, 3 from the Northeast and 3 here locally, and adding goods to the collection. Hopefully you enjoyed round 3 of this Texas vs. Rhode Island or RobFindsTreasure vs. Grunt Diggers Penny Box Battle series. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.